Oh, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Man open left side is Brown. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. They'll run here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action now. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson will throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to the running game, it's Freeman. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing now is Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson, forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. finds his target, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Patriot. Gone.
Here's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He sets to fired. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
One last shot for Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what Fly say. I said, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back, with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so, don't be talking sideways, he said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take your man and I won't give him like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you're one, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And now running right through it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. A first carry down for Alex Collins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
72.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From midfield, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. On first down, Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 4 down! 4 down! Detroit! Detroit!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
4 down, check. 4 down.
They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 43 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Well, still 5 weeks left in the regular season, Charles, but if it ended today, the Pats would be the number 2 seed in the AFC because they won last week in New York. You couple that with the Steelers' loss in Denver, and here they are.
And how important would that be for a team like New England? To get a little extra rest for guys like Tom Brady, for Bill Belichick to have 2 weeks to get ready for a team. You put it all together, an open week for the Patriots. A bye is huge, and they will be playing down the stretch to secure that bye.
Well, what they've got coming up, they're home. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Brady to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sag him back right around the 44.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 31! Wait! 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 Move!
Brady. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
20! Right 20! Switch. 72. Right, we get!
They begin with Michel on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
29. Alpha. Rip.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's Brady to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game, and they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
We have, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Like 20. Like 20.
Brady now on first down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, that incompletion has me thinking, the Phillip Rivers last week, I know you saw this. You were working, but he only threw one of those that we just saw. One incompletion the entire game. His first 25 passes were complete.
It was so much fun because I actually saw a highlight, cut up that put all of them together, one after the other. 25 straight. Mark Brunell had the record previously, 22 straight for Washington in 2006. He goes 28 of 29, and I don't know about you, but that almost sounds more impressive than if he's totally perfect for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got that
one
weird,
blemish, right?
that one blemish really sets it apart and lets you know what he did. 96.6 completion percentage. Good luck trying to break that record, people.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to wind up and air it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. To throw is Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Phillip Dorsett, 33 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going deep for Brown, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, Michel. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Switching gears for a second to look at the NFL slate. You know, the bye weeks are now over, Charles. And if you had to pinpoint a couple of teams that are surprising you right now with where they're at, who would that be?
Well, I didn't think Washington would be in first place this late in the year, and they're still hanging in there. But two teams that really jump out at me. How about the run the Indianapolis Colts are on right now? And how well Andrew Luck is playing the quarterback position. We don't talk about that enough. They could very well win the AFC South with the play they're playing right now. And how about the Denver Broncos? That was a gutsy win at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are still hanging in there, still hopeful for a wild card spot.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And now Edelman. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On the handoff, it's Michelle. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
31!
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And they will run it with Michelle. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot of the field, go get the touchdown.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson, buying time to his left. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back to throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll run it here. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Edelman set to return. Edelman with a shiftiness. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. How?
Come here, sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the.